What do your constituents think about Downing Street Party?
Returning from their constituencies this morning, these MPs were trying to drown out the noise as they made their way back to Westminster. Many have been hearing the complaints and anger around the way the Prime Minister and his team have behaved, and they'll now have to decide what they do next.
My constituents at the moment are about 60-1 against the Prime Minister, and I've listened very carefully to members of my association too. There are some very strident voices in my constituency demanding that I support the Prime Minister. What I would say is I made my view very clear at the beginning of December, that there must be one rule for all.
Things got even more complicated for the Prime Minister today, after his former chief advisor Dominic Cummings says he'll swear under oath that Boris Johnson is lying about his prior knowledge of the Bring Your Own Booze party in Downing Street. Number 10 say that's just not true.
Secretary of State.
Today the government wanted to move the focus to domestic policy, with the Culture Secretary announcing a freeze to TV licences for 2 years.
We simply could not justify putting extra pressure on the wallets of hard-working households. That's more money in the pockets of pensioners, in the pockets of families who are struggling to make ends meet.
It will result in the BBC having to make significant cuts, but Labour say it's all just a distraction tactic.
The government claims this is all about the cost of living crisis. I mean, pull the other one. What is it about the £13.57p a month that marks it out for such immediate and special attention to address the cost of living?
It is one of many announcements in what is being termed Operation Redmeat, as the government tries to give MPs something to chew on. Today, announcements on the BBC licence fee and on migrants. On Wednesday, the Prime Minister faces his weekly questions, and then an announcement is expected on lifting COVID Plan B measures. All this while the findings of Sue Gray's inquiry looms over Number 10. This Cabinet Minister dismissed the accusations that this was an intentional plan.
You can't just, magic up policies over a weekend. We have a manifesto, we have policy making structures in government. So all this work is part of our manifesto pledge. So we are absolutely focused on delivery.
As we wait for the findings of the Sue Gray investigation, the government will hope any talk of parties is dead meat sooner rather than later. Shihab Khan, News at 10, Westminster.